Hey guys, Julia here. So last September I planted about 3 heads of garlic, which ended up being about 2 dozen cloves. And now, beginning of August, end of July, actually about 2 weeks ago, I pulled these up and I've been drying them upside down. These are beautiful, beautiful hardneck garlic. And so then as the plant grows, hardneck garlic produces scapes. So these are the long green stems, which initially are curly, and if they're young and tender, you can cut them and fry them with some eggs. So, and if you cut them early, it actually sends more energy into production of the garlic clove itself, garlic bulb. I decided to let them go and as an experiment, just to see how big these garlics would grow. So again, these are really nice sized garlic, and I'm super excited. I love garlic powder. I eat garlic on everything. So what I'm gonna try to do, now that I have a dehydrator, I'm borrowing a dehydrator, I'm actually gonna cut them up, a couple of them, and dehydrate them, and then try to make my own garlic powder, which I'm like super stoked about. Anyways, so like I said, I planted these in September, probably closer to October, and they winterized really well. We're up here in New York, upstate New York, so it does get a little chilly in the winter time. However, they did phenomenally, and then in like March, early April, they started to push through the ground, and I saw the little greens peeking through, and I was like super excited. So anyways, as they grew over the spring and summer, they started to form these bulb bills, and they look like little tiny garlic pieces. Can you see them? There must be 1,000 of them in here. Anyways, from all these 2 dozen or 3 dozen, 2 dozen plants that grew, each one of them had these bulb bills. Now, I'm still researching as to what actually I'm supposed to do with these. I was just gonna fry them up because they're alliums, so they taste the same. However, this actually produces seeds as well, and they're little black seeds. Now, typically you propagate garlic through an individual garlic clove. You break the head apart and you plant each clove. That way it is a genetic clone of the parent plant. Now, if you plant the garlic through seed like this, these are not the seeds. These little tiny things are not the seeds. Let me see, how do I do this? Well, anyways, so these are not the seeds. The seeds are little tiny black seeds, kind of like you have onion seeds. Now, I don't know if I pulled them too soon or these just don't have that many. In general, garlic has evolved, our edible garlic has evolved from a wild garlic, which did have a lot of seed, but this now has very little, what's the word I'm looking for? Seed that can actually grow into an actual plant. So I'm just gonna keep these. You can put these in soil, maybe a very light potting mix in the fall, and maybe bring it indoors, maybe in a garage or a covered garage or a basement where it's still cool, but it can go into dormancy and into hibernation. So, and it gets winterized as well, so it does need to get through a cold cycle. So I'm going to take this bucket. I'm probably going to eat a whole bunch of it. but I'm going to plant a whole bunch of it also in a window box with very fertile potting mix, and just in the spring I'm gonna get the little tiny, so let me get a good size one so you guys can see. So oops, let's see, where are we? Okay, so one end is going to produce roots and the other end is going to produce a green stalk, green shoot, and we will have garlic. Now, it's not necessarily true that they're going to be the same as the parent plant. This is more of a sexed germination as opposed to a cloning germination when you take the individual clove and plant it. So we'll see what kind of experiment this is going to be next spring. And again, I'm going to plant them in the window boxes, put them in the basement or in the garage over winter so that they do get a cold spell, and then bring them out again in the spring, and they will grow all next season, and they'll be ready to plant again in the fall. So they will not be ready next fall. They'll be ready in a year from now. But it's a very, very slow method of growing. It's a lot easier to propagate through the individual cloves. But I figured, since I have so many of these bulbils, I will give it a try. Can't hurt, and whatever comes up will be extra. All right, guys, I hope you plant some garlic in the fall. It is a beautiful, wonderful plant with so many nutritional values, a lot of anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial properties. So if you're a garlic fan, it's just, there's nothing better like garlic and cheese or garlic and pasta. Oh my gosh, I remember when I was a kid, Wednesdays were always, well, for a while, for a number of years, pasta nights. And right before dinner we would go out on bike rides up and down the block, and I swear every time we would ride past our house, our mom would make us pasta, garlic pasta, and oh my gosh, you could smell the garlic just all in the neighborhood. To me, it's just a very dear smell, and a delicious taste, and I love the spiciness of it if it's fresh. We used to, as a kid, we used to rub it on bread, on toast, oh my gosh, or make garlic butter. You can roast the garlic and then mash it with some butter and spread it on bread, make garlic bread, put some basil on it, oregano, oh my gosh, just fantastic. And I swear I'm not Italian. Anyways, so that's my garlic story. I'm super excited, and I'm gonna dry a bunch of it. So when you dry it, you need to hang the stalks upside down like this with the garlic up, until all the moisture drains out of the bulb. And then that's the best way to store it. Store it somewhere cool with air circulation so it doesn't get moldy. I'm gonna leave it to dry a little bit longer and let all this dirt fall off. But the dirt, does not hurt the plant as it dries over the next few months as I use it up. I don't know, I figure if you go to the grocery store, garlic is like $3-4 or $2 a head. So this is, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is easily like $25, $30 or $40, $50 even worth of garlic. So I feel like I scored. I did pretty well. Just trying to be a good steward of what I have. And again, everything is a learning experiment for me at this stage. Our garden is very small. This is the little backyard. Actually, we do have the little community plot up the block. but I did plant this before we had the community plot, so I'm very super excited and thrilled. And I'm gonna be making some garlic powder. Maybe I'll chop up some garlic as well, make granulated garlic, so we'll have garlic galore. All right guys, enjoy your garlic. Bye now.